Yeah, I mean, yeah, obviously the issue with
Last time we had a little interaction, a lot of doxing was done. Actually, no one knows this, but I'm not even at my parents' crib, and they're getting swatted.
Okay, Jason, there was a time you called me racist, right? You called me racist, so my community at one time did not like you for that.
They've gone better? Hold on, let's open up your chat real quick.
I didn't have control at the time. I was crying all day to be like, yo, we gotta fucking restate this shit ASAP.
so what are we here to talk about? The problem? Should we just address it?
I mean,
Imagine getting banned from Twitch, one of the biggest streaming platforms in the world, and finally returning after 2 years to immediately face drama from a feud you didn't even directly cause. That's exactly what's happening right now with Adin Ross, Jasontheween, and their toxic communities. But there's way more to this story that opens your eyes, especially when family safety is involved. Now, we've all seen streamer beef before, but this one's different. It escalated to a terrifying level. I'm talking doxing, swatting, and putting lives at risk. You would think this was a gang war. But the crazy part, it wasn't even Adin or Jason directly causing this chaos. It was their own fans. Fans who have gone too far. And just when we thought it couldn't get any messier, last night on Adin's comeback stream, the tension hit a boiling point. Stick around because what happens next changes everything. First, let's rewind. Adin Ross, massive streamer, huge personality, and a community with over 100,000 members, and sometimes can be dangerously overprotective of Adin. On the other side, Jasontheween, another streamer closely affiliated with the FaZe and his community NMS. These two have been critically at odds because Jason criticized Adin publicly, leading to Adin's fans going on a rampage. They doxed Jason, swatted his parents, calling him racial slurs, and brought real life danger into an online beef. Understandably, Jason wasn't just upset, he was furious. And I mean, even though Adin wasn't directly responsible, when your community steps over the line, you gotta step up. And Jason made sure the public knew that. Tensions remained for months, with each side's fanbase fueling the flames. Fast forward to last night, Adin Ross is officially back on Twitch, a moment lots of people were waiting for. He decides to hop on a call with his close friends Silky and Mac, and of course they couldn't avoid the elephant in the room. But surprisingly, Adin was openly expressed his willingness to squash things on or off stream. But would Jason accept this peace offering? Silky decides to stir up the call and calls Jason while Adin's on Discord. I mean, at first Jason seemed hesitant, but shortly after he came on the call himself and confronts Adin. Now, on a stream with over 100,000 people, the two finally have a talk, and Adin off rip openly gives Jason his flowers and talks about how much respect he has for what Jason has done in streaming. And this is what Jason had to say.
I love to see people do what they love, and that's what it's all about, bro. So good shit.
Okay. No, I appreciate that. I mean, that makes me happy. I think. So what are we here to talk about? The problem? Should we just address it?
I mean, who's we? This y'all shit.
I really don't think.
Wow, I mean, he keeps it short and simple and is still not satisfied and is trying to talk about the real deal. So then Adin admits that the community is a problem and he understands that and he has been working to better his community.
The problem is obviously in the communities, and I will say this. Look, my community at the end of the day, they've done some crazy shit, right? I tried to remodel all the shit. They've gotten better. You guys may not see it. I know I see it. I just had a little speech with them now. They completely are starting to change. If not,
They've gotten better?
changed. They have. Yeah, hell yeah. The point I'm trying to make is once you have 100,000 people in a fucking community, it's hard to control. Nobody can control them. I'm sorry. You just can't. That's just the way it is. So I take accountability. I deleted my community. It's still being rebuilt, but they've definitely gotten a lot better. 100%.
Adin explains it all and addresses his community, but then Jason is still not convinced and he decides to test it live on stream.
They've gotten better? Hold on, let's open up your chat real quick.
Okay.
Okay, you know. Delete. Okay. I see a lot of deleted messages for some reason.
They said Jason's a reptilian.
You had to fucking read that?
Nigga, I'm sorry.
They said Black Boy Max.
Oh, they did say that.
So it seems Adin's chat still has to continue to develop. They were still saying some questionable things, but that's not where it stops. Jason digs even deeper and talks about the critical issue.
Obviously the issue is last time we had a little interaction. A lot of doxing was done, you know, pizzas, and actually no one knows this. but I'm not even at my parents' crib, and they're getting swatted. You know what I mean? By obviously AR loyals. So it's like.
Jason firmly reminds Adin that the line was crossed badly, and he acknowledges the effort, but trust isn't built overnight, especially when it involves family safety. They end up agreeing to speak privately to resolve this off stream, but the real question is, will they genuinely squash this, or will this wound be too deep to heal? This situation highlights how wild parasocials can get. But what's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments down below. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Plug.